Hey everyone, welcome to our live chat. I'm Heather, I'm Director of Education here at Luminess. Guys, we are here each and every day for you, so you learn more and more about Luminess and what we have to offer. So right now we are, today we're doing the 10 and the 11 today. And then, so right now we're going to go straight through the look and do all of it. So let me get some things out here that I might want to use. And I want to do kind of a everyday, easy breezy look. Hey Dawn, how are you? So I did put a little bit of velvet veil underneath. Hello, Shelly. Hey Trish, I put velvet veil. And then I want to start with the concealer. And I'm going to use the airbrush concealer. We're going to get started. So I'm going to put a few drops in here and put about 3. Hey, Bobby, how are you? Sabrina. All right. This is the light beige CC concealer. And I'm spraying that underneath my eyes, bringing it down right on my nose. I can even go on my lid if I wanted to. Blend that around the forehead. Feel like, you know, when you have that wind blowing, hello, that was really close. I have that wind blowing, but I can also sense that I have like a hair over somewhere and it's going to bug me to death. So that is the great thing about having the air. I'm like, where's that hair? Oh, Donnie, do your makeup. It'll make you feel better. All right, so I'm going to get that under eye issues covered, looking up. I can make as many passes as I want to get to, yay, to get that coverage. All right, so now, and before I'm going to do foundation, I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to go ahead and start with the eyes. I probably should have started with the eyes, period. I don't know. We're going to do it different. So now I'm going to go in with Safari, Khaki, and King. I'm going to blend both of those together, and I'm going to start right here in my crease. Hi, Myra. And I'm just blending. And now I'll start the other side. And I used to do the darker color like last. I would do my lid color first, but I'm changing it up. Changing it up. Can you put the peach color corrector with the CC or Andy, the peach color corrector, you would do just as I did with the CC color corrector. You do not need both, or the CC concealer. You would not need both. So you would do the CC color corrector and then the foundation. So there's no reason to use both of them. I go back and forth between the CC concealer and the color corrector, or the prism color. I think I said CC color, but you wouldn't need both. All right, so right now I'm just going to blend this, making sure there's no like hard edges, and make sure it's the intensity. Now I can always go back and blend more if I needed to once I put the lid color on. So now I wore green the other day and I loved it. I think now I'll do, I'm going to go ahead and do landscape. This is such a beautiful color. Ah, Angela, you like, I mean, they're both amazing. You might like one more than the other. The Illusion Concealer is great just because, I mean, girl, it don't move. It like stays put, covers what it needs to cover. And so I do like that one a lot. But sometimes I just want to be airbrushed. And so when at the conference, I did use the Illusion Concealer. I need to see a little up and close. But I like the fact that you're going to change it up. Like, hey, I tried this, now I'm going to try this. Because we got to see, you know, like my favorite might not be your favorite. And so it's good to have, you know, good to change it around. So that way you have a little, you have your own opinion. I mean, I'm now adding Pride Rock right in the outside crease. And I'm not bringing that over. I'm just keeping it right there. And you can already tell what a difference that makes just by adding, I mean, it doesn't, your little steps that I ask you guys to make before taking off your makeup doesn't have to be like a crazy change. It can be super easy, super simple. And not have to do anything, right? Not have to do much. Now I'm going to take the powder, my powder brush that I use for the translucent powder. I didn't even put it in powder. I just swiped it to make sure all the fallout was gone. And now, and I'm not even going to line my bottom. Normally I do line the bottom eyes with eyeshadow, and I'm not going to do that today. Changing it up. And now I'm going to take my shade. I don't know where it is. Where is my shade? There it is. Okay. So now I'm taking my Silk 4-in-1. And I love the 4-in-1 because it does have that anti-aging properties in it. It has your moisturizer primer. It has your concealer. It has your foundation. It gives you the coverage. If you like heavier coverage, then you're going to want to try Mystic. You know, we have different foundations that do different things. So you want to try those out. Now I'm going to go in and start my coverage. Now I already have some coverage because of the concealer that I've already put on. So I'm still keeping it 4 finger widths away. I want to keep moving. Hey, Lysandra. Good to see you back. Keep going. I'm going to keep making those passes until I get the coverage that I want. But just keep track. I mean, you will be able to do it like it's second nature, but just keep track of, you know, where you're going. It's not getting into my hair. It's only going where I point it. I forgot my earrings today. All right, so I don't need as much coverage as much of the product as I put in there. And then guys, okay, so you saw me make all those passes. Here's a white Kleenex and nothing is on it. Guys, that is how quickly it dries. It should dry instantly. You're not having to wait for it to dry. Now, when you're first starting out, you might have some time like you're like, oh no, it feels a little sticky. Just know that all you're doing is you're pulling back too hard on that trigger. I tell you guys all the time, like that's the one thing you're going to want to practice, because that is the key of pulling back on that trigger. 9 times out of 10, if I'm teaching somebody how to airbrush, that's the one thing we're going to work on. If I see you in person, chances are I'm going to tell you to pull back less on that trigger. It's light, light, light that you're pulling back on that trigger. All right, now I'm taking the sculpting palette. I use the bottom 2 right here. And I'm going to sculpt me some cheekbones. And hide some nooks. So remember that your foundation is flat. You're going to have a flat face. You're just evening out your skin tone. Then after your foundation, you're covering what you need to cover. Then after your foundation, you're wanting to bring up the, you know, bring up some structure to your face, some bend to your face. And so that's when I go in and I will contour and I'll create some depth. I am going to go in and add some blush. Velvet Veil is the primer, helps your airbrush foundation dry even. Oh, okay. I'm going to add just a touch of pink. I'm using the Charming blush. Just a touch of pink to my cheeks. And I'm not going to put any, oh no, I am. I love the shimmer. It's one of my favorites. It's the Circle of Life. I'm just going to go down my nose and create a little right there. I love it. Love it a lot. And I still have on my the pomegranate lip jelly, and so it gives me some sultry lips. And so now I'm going to go in here. I'm gonna add, do I want to add this one or the other one? I'm gonna add a little bit, a nude lip. Sabrina says, I love how we can mix both airbrush and traditional. Exactly. Exactly. It's not all or nothing. You can mix it up. There we go. So I have a little bit of lip. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to add some eyes. Let me put this up. Some mascara. And okay, here it is. I was like, I'm going to look for my curler and curl those lashes. That really does open up the eyes. It sounds silly and it sounds like whatever, it's just this little thing, but it really does open up your eyes, guys. All right, so now I can go in. Thank you, Donnie. And add some mascara. I do top and bottom. And I love this brush because you can separate it, the lashes. Do the bottom. There we go. And I do several layers because I love mascara. Straightening those because we know my lashes curl, so I can go in there with the tip and straighten those out. Woo, and I just poked myself in the eye. Okay, there we go. Pay attention when you're doing mascara. All right. So go in and do that. And there you go. Brush the mascara through. I do have a little bit here because I poked myself in the eyeball. So I'm going to wait for those to dry and then I can wipe it off. When you're dealing with mascara, you'll definitely want to wait for it to dry. It's easier to wipe off, especially if you get it up here. It's easier to wipe off when it's dry. You'll basically just smear it all out if you do it at this point. So definitely you can do that. I'm going to take a little bit and mat this down just a little. Felt like I was a little shiny. And there you go. All right. Hey, Linda, how are you? All right, guys, that is it for today. I don't know about tomorrow, but stay tuned. Make sure you like us on Facebook, follow us on Facebook, subscribe on Instagram because it will pop up when we come on. I'm definitely going to try to be here for you guys, but if we're shooting, I won't be able to. So we're going to try. All right, have a great Monday, and I will see everyone very soon. Bye for now.